You got a shot of that? What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can tell, I filmed this intro before, but I had to put it back in the cup to do it one more time. So we're going to pull the Olight Osight out of this cup, ensure that it is in fact still working, which it is in fact still working. So we did put it in the water. We let it sit there, even though it's only like IPX6 rated. Today, we're going to see if this is any good, if this is worth buying, and more importantly, I just want to break it, so we're going to see where its limits are. So without further ado, let's put it on my gun and get into the video. Whoa, it tastes like China. Let's get a few things out of the way immediately. The first thing I want to get out of the way is no, Olight did not pay us for this review. I've actually got channel sponsors that I'll talk about in a minute. But first, let's talk about the Olight. They didn't pay us for the review. They actually asked if I would do a review on their new optic, and I said no, because it's Olight. That's a little bit loaded for you guys. But then I said, actually, if you want to send it to me, I'll take a look at it and I'll decide from there if I want to do a review on it. I did say, just so you know, I'm going to break it. And they sent me two. They didn't just send me one, they sent me two. They were that confident. So I'm really excited to review it. I actually got it in hand expecting it to not be great. And I am thoroughly impressed so far with what I've seen from it. Full disclosure, I tested it a little bit by throwing it on the ground a few times just to make sure that it wouldn't break immediately. But it's a really cool system. It's almost revolutionary even, but it does stick to the classic Olight behavior. So it actually is your regular red dot with like a 50,000 hour battery life, and then it comes with a neat little charging hood that you just can set on top of the light and it charges it even more. For size comparison, because I know that that's the first thing that I asked, the first thing that I feel like you guys are going to ask. Size comparison, it's very similar to the 507 comp optic that I currently run on my firearm. So first thing I had to do was remove the 507 comp optic. Obviously, I took that bad boy off. They're very similar in size. So yeah, it's kind of interesting how similar in size they are. They went for a larger sight window, larger optic, as opposed to something smaller. So this is definitely not meant to work on the CR920 or like Glock 43X, like compact handguns. It's definitely more of like a full size optic. So really brave of Olight to hit the market and hit it hard with a larger sight window, because I feel like that's generally speaking easier to break. While I try to finagle this on my gun, I want to tell you guys about our sponsor. And no, it's not Olight. Again, they aren't giving me any money, to the point that I'm actually not even using the affiliate code that they gave me. They gave me like an affiliate link. I'm not going to use that. If you guys like the optic after this review, if it turns out good, go ahead and buy it. I did get MSRP from them. That's kind of heartbreaking to me. It's kind of insane. The MSRP is $199, which makes it $200 cheaper than my 507 comp, also from China. So it's like if you're gonna get a Chinese optic, you're picking between two Chinese companies now. And for $199, this is insane. The green dot is like $229, and I think when they released this, they're doing like a sale, so it's actually like $149 for early adopters, and then what, $199 for early adopters or something like that. You get like a free. It's a good deal. It's a really good price. I remember thinking that it was going to be around the $400 price point, but for $199, they immediately set my expectation bar down. And again, they're giving you that like little charging hood to put on it. So hey guys, let me take a moment to talk about today's sponsor. The sponsor of today's video is Monstrum Optics. And I know what you're thinking, a Chinese optics company sponsoring a video on Chinese optics? Yeah, they did that because they're awesome, okay? They gave us money to shill to you, and you should support them because you like us, and you know that we are your most honest boys. We're God's most honest boys over here. So Monstrum Optics, they import optics from China. That's not a secret. That's not a big deal. To be honest, it's actually kind of neat because it means that you get 1 to 6 LPVOs for like $140. They're cheap optics. They are good for when you're like me and you have hundreds of guns and you toss them around and you throw them around. You just need something to throw on every single gun. Instead of buying $800 SIG Romeo 8Ts for each of your dots or each of your firearms, it's a lot cheaper to buy some cheap Monstrum optics, throw them onto the range guns, throw them onto the guns that you give to other people. It's a great deal. They work out really cheap. And again, they're US based, so if you do have an issue, they lifetime warranty it. You're picking up the phone, you're talking to someone stateside, you're not talking to someone in China and trying to explain your issue to them. They're really good. They seem like a great company. They passed the vibe check. Please give them your money because otherwise they won't keep supporting us, and that would be a bummer. First note, Holosun, I throw it on my gun. It's zeroed. It's good to go. This one, I don't know if it's because I threw it on the concrete a few times before, but it's not zeroed at all. So the first step is I can't throw this on and just shoot with it. I have to zero the optic, which is kind of suck. kind of suck. All right, here we go. It's also like, it's way off. It's not even like slightly off. Like it's way off. There we go. That might be zeroed. That's good enough for like Instagram, you know? Yeah. The optic feels pretty solid. Like it's on there good. It's not going anywhere. But oh, it's off. So on the base plate here, it's mounted, it's tight, it's on there, it's good. I just zeroed it, okay? And then I hit it a bunch. Let's do it again. Wow. Wow. Do you see where that's hitting? So it is about 2 feet left. The only thing I did was I hit the optic a little bit. I honestly, like, yeah, I mean, I hit it, but this is a plastic magazine. This is a plastic holster. That's not a lot of, I feel like that's not a lot of force. And, wow, visibly lost zero, first of all. I mean, I held it up and I went, wow, that's not even close to where it was. And yeah, that's not good. That's a deal breaker. Holy cow. Is that a fluke? No, it's way off. It just moved a ton. So let me clear it. We have the technology, we have the tools. Let me re-zero it here. I'm just gonna co-witness it with the sight again. And now it's gotta go all the way back the other way. Wow. I hope you guys can see how many clicks that is. There we go. So that's back on, back centered. I'm gonna take this and I guess I'll just give it a good whack or two. And we're on again. We're clear, obviously. Hit this. We're off again. Holy cow. I'm gonna see if I can get this dot on camera and show you guys. It's off again, once again. So that's not usable as is. So that was, wow, we're like a minute into this video and that was disappointing. So to be fair, these are production models. They're not prototypes. I did ask, we got sent production models, but they sent me two. I have this red dot and the green dot. The red dot not holding zero, but the green dot seems to be holding zero from the recoil of the 50 cal, but I also haven't whacked it at all. So this is a 44 Magnum. This is not a 50 cal, the 44 Magnum. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to take off the red dot from this guy. I'm gonna put on the green dot and we will revisit and see if the green dot at least holds zero. And maybe it's just I got a QC fluke. So good on Olight for sending me two so I can verify if it's just a QC fluke or if I actually got a, or if they released garbage, which I'm gonna be honest. I've been impressed with their newer lights, but if you guys remember, Olight, when they first started, their lights were blowing up. So it would not be the first time that they've released a little bit of an oopsie. So yeah, we're going to take this optic and just set it to the side for now, and then we'll put this guy on and I'll revisit. Anyway, my heart is crushed right now because I was actually excited. I thought for $200, what Olight's going to do is corner the market and force all these other companies to reduce their cost or their price on optics. But if it actually can't hold zero, then we are in a world of other problems here, which is it's really unfortunate. I'm not very happy that I'm having to do this. So yeah, we're testing the second one. I do know that Olight will probably just warranty the one that doesn't hold 0, but if both of them don't hold 0, then to be honest, it's not even worth warrantying, especially considering they sent this to me knowing I was going to test their optic and break it. And then again, like I said, this is why I don't take money from them. I did not take a dime from them. Thank you, Monstrum, for paying us. Monstrum optics do hold 0, by the way. I've smashed them a few times and they hold 0, so the clarity is okay. Again, it's the difference between buying from a company in China and buying from a company that imports Chinese products to the US, like almost every company does now. This is on, this is tight, and it is still zeroed from when I zeroed it for the 44, so we're just going to put some bullets in it and send it down range, and I don't have any bullets in my magazines. Green dot is on and currently zeroed. I'm gonna rack it gently. Just confirming 0, and we are zeroed, so not a big deal. That is good, that's zeroed. Give it a few whacks, a few love taps, rack it a little bit, and we are confirmed we are still zeroed, so L, I held the slide release. So it's kind of neat. You actually can double witness. So I have a red dot and a green dot right now. It's pretty neat. I've got the red dot in front of the green dot. Something that I guess is worth noting to you guys with these dots is they have like the tall sight window, just like my 507K, but I kid you not, at about 1 millimeter from the top, when you start going up with the light, the glass is really distorted and the dot straight up disappears. So it's like dead space. So yeah, it's got this tall sight window, but it's not using all of the sight window. I've got to figure out if I can figure out how to show you guys that. It's just the weirdest thing. So yeah, let's, well, the green one works. The green one works. It's holding 0. So let's confirm that the green one will in fact hold 0. And then let's see if they're durable or not with the red one that I can't get out of my I can't get it out of my holster. There we go. Got it out of my holster. So let's see how much of a beating these can actually take. So I've got the red dot hiding right here, and I just want to see if it is durable. So I have a small rock. This could be theoretically granite. It is granite-like. And then I also have this other rock that could also theoretically be granite. And I'm just going to drop this from varying heights. I don't want to make it like too big of a deal right off the bat. So I'm just going to drop it from a nice shallow 1 foot. And see if that did anything. And it looks like it's fine. It took that no problem. Yeah, it got a little scuffed up. It's 100% dented. This is 1.5 feet. Holy cow. 2 feet. Oh man. The glass didn't break. Are you kidding? Osight from Olight. It's good. So the new Osight from Olight. I have my Holosun back on here. If you guys watch the channel, you already know that I wasn't being unrealistic. That's kind of just how I treat my optics. But just to prove it, I have my Holosun back on here. There we go, we're out of ammo. And yeah, we're still zeroed. So you can beat your Holosun all you want. You can do that to it, no problem. And it's gonna be fine. I've tested it, I've beat it. Hunter Constantine has a video where he actually like shoots his and it keeps working. So yeah, not that unrealistic to just expect your optic to work, even if you say I pick it up and I accidentally throw the gun or drop it on the ground or something like that. I just expect my optic to not break and to hold 0, which the Holosun does, and the Olight obviously, unfortunately, honestly, does not. My hopes were really high for them. I got that product and I was like, that's gonna be cool if it works. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's there yet, so I can't recommend it. But obviously, if you're just going to use your gun as a range toy, you don't think it's going to take this kind of abuse, or like get tapped and lose 0, then that's for you to make that decision if you want to buy it. MSRP, again, it's $199, so it is significantly cheaper than the Holosun. The Holosun 507K here, this guy is $339, and I figure buy once, cry once, so I spent $339. I don't have a charger, but also it's a 50,000 hour battery life. It's not going to die anyway, at least not anytime soon. So I'm not too worried about it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, we will see you in another video, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we get set more products after this. I hate making bad reviews.